What's going on YouTube? It's Matty with FusaroFitness. Cutting and bulking for teenagers. Question I get quite often. I actually just got it on my Facebook page a few hours ago. We'll get bulking out of the way first. If you are a teenager, you should be taking advantage of that time when your test levels are at an all-time high to be putting on size. This does not mean eat everything in sight and see how much size you can put on in the shortest period of time, because that will just lead to you having to gain unwanted fat and then having to cut again. But you should be focusing on a slight caloric surplus and building quality muscle over the span of the next couple of years continuing forward. You should not be messing around with cutting, bulking out of control, going into huge calorie deficit. You should be just gaining muscle slowly. It's not going to happen in weeks or months. You might see some size changes, but make it a long-term process and set goals over the span of a long time. That's bulking in a nutshell for a teenager. For anyone really, you should never bulk out of control and just get sloppy fat. Cutting is a completely different story. When you are a teenager and your hormones are at an all-time high, if you're not taking advantage of that muscle building and you start going into a calorie deficit and doing all types of crazy running and training out of control and not eating enough to support your bodily functions, you're gonna mess yourself up in the long run. I know what it's like to be a teenager, to be overweight, to be uncomfortable in your own skin, insecure, wearing a shirt in the pool. I did that all. But what you have to understand is that eating in a massive calorie deficit to lose all this weight and body fat is not a good idea while you're still in the stages of growth and development. Not only physical growth such as like height, but you have hormones, you have testosterone, you have your endocrine system, your reproductive system. You can end up damaging that if you're not fueling the body properly. And I mean, I see 15, 16, 17-year-olds messaging me saying, I want to go on a cut, I'm eating 1,500 calories. I understand if you want to lose weight, people tell you you have to eat in a calorie deficit or do cardio, but at this age, take advantage of where your hormones are at and instead focus on strength training. Build muscle while you can. I know I say it all the time and you'll hear it all the time, you can't lose fat and gain muscle at the same time. But as a young beginner, with your testosterone levels at an all-time high, you can do a body recomposition, changing the shape of your body so you can put on some quality muscle and lose some fat. It won't happen forever, but at the new stages and at a young age, it can happen. And you'll be much more satisfied with the results. If you are a teen and you think that eating in a calorie deficit will make you feel happier about yourself, just wait until your reproductive system gets shitty, you're not growing anymore, you'll start to get loose skin and you won't be happy because you haven't built up that foundation and that muscle so that when you do shed the fat, there's something to show for it. Instead, you might just look skinny fat or you might have the loose skin. So take advantage of the fact that you are young and your hormones are out of control and use that to build muscle. Eat at a caloric maintenance level, where you maintain your current weight but focus on that body recomposition. Strength training, just bust your ass in the gym and give it a few years. You got to be patient with this. The last thing you want is to be a 16-year-old right now, and then when you're 20, you can't get with a girl because you messed up your reproductive system and your hormones. Same thing goes for females, by the way. You do have hormones as well, and you can damage them, and you can mess up your menstrual cycle if you start this yo-yo dieting bullshit at such a young age. So be sensible with it. Like I said, I know it's not comfortable to be overweight at a young age. You get insecure, you don't have much confidence, but keep hitting the gym hard. Focus on hitting those weights. Get your nutrition under control. Don't worry about running with 3 hoodies on so you could sweat off the fat. It's not gonna happen. It takes a lot of time, it takes hard work, it takes dedication and commitment. And that's about it. Don't make it more complicated than it has to be. If you have any further questions, feel free to leave a comment down below. I'd be more than happy to help you out. You can message me or write on the Facebook wall. And that's about it. Hopefully this video helped some of you out. I appreciate you watching as always, and until next time, I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching the video, everyone. I appreciate it. As always, if you look over to the left-hand side of the screen, you will see previous videos that I have done. You can click on any one of those and they will open in a new window. You can also click the logo or the subscribe button down below to subscribe to the channel, which you already should be subscribed to the channel. But if you're not, go ahead and click that. And you can also check out the links in the description box to visit my Facebook page, Twitter, and Instagram. So that's about it. Until next time, I'll catch you all in the next video. Thanks for the support.